Hi y'all, I'm Chase, and this is my 2013 Dyna Fat Bob with a 103. And I think today we're going to go over the current shape it's in. As far as, I don't know, upgrades or aftermarket parts. Let's just say the bags are holding up slightly okay. They are Harley Davidson bags, so they're holding up pretty decent for what they are. The sissy bar, that seems to be holding up pretty well. It's not falling apart. Kind of got everything back together. My homemade mount for my Power Vision, holding up pretty good. The Kuryakin mini footboards, not so good. On this side you can see a lot of silver. I can't believe that the rubber on my boot would wear that off, but I guess it does. I wish they were a little bit better anodized. I think that's what they are, or painted. I don't know. My Gas Box Customs air cleaner kit, pretty great. No problems whatsoever. It's still on there, working great. My Memphis Shades fairing, I am impressed with it. It works pretty good. This windshield seems to be holding up better than my last one. I think my last one may have been just a crappy turd mistake windshield, so this one's holding up better. Of course, I did take some preventative steps and get some rubber washers for in between the windshield and the plastic nuts, so they did not crack and they had a little more grip. Last thing is the Vance & Hines Competition Series 2-in-1. I am pretty disappointed with it. You can see the paint is just falling off of it in numerous places. It's just, the paint doesn't stick very well. I don't know what else to say. It's just not very good. I mean, you can't really do anything about that. I mean, it's a air-cooled motor. It gets hot. Stuff cooks off. So I do have an exhaust leak, and I don't know how it developed, but it's at the very bottom. I've tried loosening and tightening and everything I could, but this the front pipe that goes down into the bottom of the muffler, it is just leaking, and I can't make it stop. So I guess there's that. It's got a leak on the bottom, so since it's not up by the head, I'm not cooking down the anything up there. The valves are okay and everything, so since it's down low, it's not really doing anything. I do get some backfire pops a little bit. I think that's just because of that air getting in and out. Yeah. The paint is holding up fairly well. There is some slight smudginess in a few places where you can tell the old seat was. I've been trying to buff that out. Mostly it looks pretty damn good. I mean, Harley does a great job on their paint. I do have a chip out of my black lower fork leg up front. Can't really do much about that either, so stuff like that happens. The Die-Hard battery I put in at the very beginning of last year, it's still going strong, of course. I've been putting it on a battery tender brand battery tender, so that's working pretty good. But other than that, really, it's doing pretty good. It's holding up pretty well, especially for having to go over 1.5 miles of bumpy gravel crap road. The Metzler tires, they are starting to work a lot better. They seem to have more grip the more I ride. They are still breaking in. I'm over 900 miles now, and there are still nubs sticking up that have not worn down. These things must be like hockey puck rubber, but they seem to stick pretty good when they're on their side. So I've only had it try to come out from under me, the rear end come out from behind me or under me or whatever you want to call it, once, and that was on very hard throttle going through a corner, and I just gripped and ripped it a little too much, and I felt the ass end start to move a little, and I just let off the throttle and it straightened itself back out. So this is a 2013, so I have had to make a couple little replacements. I did have to replace the brake reservoir cover up here, and I replaced the one down there, the front and the rear brake reservoir covers. The rear was not leaking, the front was, but I mean, that's the kind of stuff. It's a rubber gasket. It was from 2013, it's now 2021, so I mean, that's 8 years, so that's pretty good for a rubber gasket. Oil changes are easy on this. The next thing I might do is get an upgraded clutch. I do not like the clutch on this. It just doesn't feel very good. I might get an upgraded clutch. But that's about it. Let me know what you guys have done to your bikes. I'm thinking maybe some rear shocks, but I'm 176 or 75. I don't remember what it was. Weighed myself a week ago or something like that, so I'm somewhere between, we'll just say under 180. So I have it on the smallest setting for the lowest amount of weight, and it's pretty plush to ride. It still has enough spring and strength to stick in the corners nice. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe I might get just some rear struts, just to see how it works. And if I could find somebody that wants to work with me, maybe I could, do a install and review. But, like the Metzler tires, nobody worked with me. I bought those my own money. And so far, everything I've said about them has just been my thoughts. I'm not saying they're great. I'm not saying they're bad. But it's just how it's went with me running these tires, really. I'm telling you, when you first start out, it feels like you are on ice. They're some pretty slick tires. Now that they're over 900 miles, they are fairly broken in. The front still is not completely broken in. My God, the front is still not broken in at 900 miles. So that's going to take a while. The back is pretty well broken in. So I guess that's going to be all. Like, comment, subscribe, flick that ding-a-ling if you want to be notified of any new videos I come out with, and bye y'all.